Hello everyone, I'm Ferdi Salvador. Join us in unlocking the tricks of the trade here on Trade Talks. Let's get down to business. Speaking with another fashion designer in the show who champions Philippine creativity through her masterpieces. Gabbie Sarenas graduated from the Sofa Design Institute with a Bachelor of Arts in Fashion Design and Marketing Management. Afterwards, she worked for Hindy Weber, one of the country's most prestigious fashion designers. Her creations have been recognized both here and abroad. Let's welcome to the program fashion designer with a Filipino heart, Gabbie Sarenas.
Hello.
Good morning, Gabbie. Thank you so much for being here on the show.
Good morning, Ferdi. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, I'm so excited because two things were mentioned. Sofa and Hindy, which were both on our show.
Yes.
So this is a great culmination to those two. And now the protege has come to tell us about herself,
Yes.
right? So tell me, what has inspired you to turn your fashion philosophy into more Filipino rather than going with the global trends and looks?
Oh no, if I tell you the entire story, it will take us the entire day.
I have time. I'm gonna sit back then.
Yeah, but it was the time wherein I had to look for, well, what's the voice? What's my voice? And then from that voice, what's Filipino fashion?
Right.
Where did we come from? And that came about like curiosity on what's Filipino?
Yes.
What's Filipino fashion beyond our colonized, I mean.
But you know what's really interesting is that you jumped the cliff.
Oh.
And yes, anything that you design is Filipino because you're a Filipino designer.
Yes.
But you completely championed the barong. You made it whimsical. You made it fun to wear again.
Thank you.
And you're wearing a barong but not a barong. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Was that the trajectory? Was that the plan?
Not really. It was by accident. It was just so happens na there was somebody who asked me to make one, something that's casual, something that they can wear during, I guess, a welcome merienda out of the country. And that the rest is history. They want something casual, nothing too stiff.
Yes, because I've seen a lot of your work that have been worn by a lot of people I know, and these are fashion figures as well in their own rights, and they love the aesthetic. Okay, you know it's got Pinoy flavor, like that dress that was just projected on our screen. That reminds me of Sisa.
Oh, yes.
Is that the point?
Well, for me, it's nice that people are. It's like a conversation.
Yes, this particular one.
Yes.
This reminds me of Basilio's mom, Sisa.
Yes.
And why? Because it's just a reinterpretation of what they would have worn at that period, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
done modern, right? So how do you blend craftsmanship with modern fashion?
Oh, it's actually, I have to put it in my bank.
Okay.
So it doesn't come like 3 months or 3 days or a year. It's like cooking. Like cooking.
The slow food movement.
Yes,
All right.
it's simmering. You never know because these ideas would come intrinsically by instinct with everything your experiences.
Right.
So it doesn't come naturally. It doesn't come as fast, as people would think.
Yes, because like me, today, before you sat down with me, I thought of the questions in the morning in the shower. And then I was like, okay, these are the questions I'm going to be asking Gab. Where do your inspirations come into your day? Morning, afternoon, evening?
Lately, it's been walking in the morning, very quiet and relaxed. So those are the times when I'm about to sleep, when I'm about to walk, nothing to do, when I'm on vacation, or when I go to the library.
You go to the library?
Yeah, from time to time I do, and that's like your active research. there was one collection that we did wherein I had to research on like prayers about farming.
Wow, how interesting. What does that entail? Like prayers, like actual
Yes, prayers,
verses for farming?
Yes, this was, if I'm not mistaken, this was documented by an American. So that was a time when I had to show in Vancouver, and I was, of course, at that time, up to now, I'm curious of like what is Filipino fashion, or like what can I research. So it wasn't like an exact, direct what I want, but I'm just letting it be.
Right.
But I have a point wherein I want to look for Filipino identity.
But how did you translate? Because I was going to ask you also, what are the challenges in coming with ideas? And this is super interesting. You've answered my question even before realizing it. But how did you translate those Filipino farming prayers into your fashion, into your garments?
Okay, so first and foremost, you have to have a DNA. You have
Okay.
to have your codes as a fashion business, as a fashion house. So our code is to champion Philippine fashion creativity through your fabric, through your crafts, through your story. So with these three codes, that makes everything, and then that guides you into what you want to research. It could be from a document, or it could be from experience, your own interpretation. It has to have that code, which is a love letter to the Philippines.
Right.
So it guides us with everything.
I saw your collection in Ternocon.
Thank you.
And I was quite impressed. In fact, I was bitten because I wanted to see more pieces. What was your inspiration for Ternocon?
So it was about first and foremost, it has to be multi-layered.
Yes.
In layers, can be worn several times by a woman. It has to be light.
Okay.
So I'm also thinking about myself.
So this is the Gabbie Sarenas woman.
Yes.
You're able to wear the garment in different ways.
Yes.
And why does it have to be light? Because of her climate?
Well, other than our climate, but the woman today would like to be able to wear pieces in different ways, in something that's formal, casual, or go to the mall.
Yes. So you're a stickler for multifunction garments.
Yes.
What about when people go to you for a gown? Are you still going to do separates?
Yes, that's one of their requests.
That
That
the-
they can be able to wear it in multiple wears. Another is that they'll be able to use it as free as they can be. Nothing too tight.
So this would this be your avenue for sustainability?
One part, yes.
Okay.
It's something that, other than that you can wear it multiple times. It's the lived in, wherein it looks vintage. You can pass it on. It's something that you can work with, have a conversation with. I mean, that you can redo, and I guess you do darning or fix it yourself.
But I think you've achieved that, because any piece that I see you've designed and my peers wear, there's actually a conversation. I ask them, where did you get that? And then they mention your name, and true enough, they've worn it different ways.
Oh, thank you.
So okay, so the ideal, the philosophy behind that is because other designers, of course, out of commercial value, and I'm not blaming them. Okay, this is like couture. Like we'll make you one gown, and unfortunately, you'll have to wait, a few months or even a year, 2 years for you to be able to wear those outfits again. You don't believe in that, right? So would you have customers that go back to you saying, hey, look, Gabs, you made this set for me. They are separate, but I want to wear the top, but can you make me a different set for the bottom so that they can rewear and reuse?
They can. I mean, I also respect the other side of fashion, wherein it's a moment.
Yes.
I love that too. But for the clients that I have, we have to think about their lifestyle.
Okay, what's showing right now on the screen is your, I would say, for lack of a better term for it, is your flower collection.
It's
right?
Hindrika.
Hindrika. Oh, okay, because of Hindi. Okay.
Yes.
Hindrika. This is one of your signature aesthetics, okay? Which fortunately, and sometimes unfortunately, have been replicated and been inspired by other designers to use. How do you feel about that? How do you feel like your designs are, let's cut to the chase, being copied?
Actually, we have this conversation, and there's no one, like, not one answer for it. But a friend of mine told me, your body of work will speak for you. But other than that, go to your lawyer and ask what are your options. I mean, it's still a business. You have to talk about what's the protection that you can have for yourself because it's still a business no matter what. So, but other than that, your body of work will speak for you.
Yeah, because we recognize if it's an authentic Gabbie Sarenas or if it's influenced by. But let's go back to that later. We're going to take a quick break. Please stay with us here on Trade Talks. Welcome back to Trade Talks. We continue our conversation with internationally recognized fashion designer Gabbie Sarenas. So before the break, Gabbie, we were talking about, being copied and what it entails and how it makes you feel. And you said, lawyer up, know your rights. Obviously now, with all your designs, because they are quite iconic, are you now putting trademarks or IPs on all your pieces?
I'm talking to my lawyer. So there are various ways to protect yourself, such as trademarks, copyright, industrial design. I'm not gonna lie, there's of course that commitment on your part because what step do you have to? There's so many designs.
And how much will you police, right?
Yes, and then plus, what consists of original?
Yes.
I mean, everything has been made already. So how can you defend yourself into making it like this is mine or this is my original idea? So
Usage of fabric?
Not
Type of fabric?
Not necessarily type of fabric, but the combination itself. Like, how do you know, or how will you be able to say, yeah, this is mine?
Have the copycats given you, how would you say, more following in terms of design? And do people say, hey, Gabbie, I want the real thing because I saw the copy version?
I'm not sure, but there was one time that somebody tagged me and I thought it was mine.
Oh, it was that good?
Yeah, it was that good. So, and then I had to tell this, person that, oh, I'm sorry, but this is not mine.
That's not a Gabbie Sarenas.
Yes. So, but it happens, so you just have to protect yourself and know what your strategy is on dealing with it.
What about influences? Which fashion designer has influenced you here, aside from Hindy Weber?
Oh no, this is our question in Ternocon. I love Issey Miyake. I love Christian Dior. I also love Cristobal Balenciaga. But locally, I love Ino Soto. I love Joji Lauren. I love Joey Samson. These are the people that have transcended through time. I mean, look at them. Like, they've lasted so long.
With the names you mentioned, actually, while you're saying them, I'm imagining structure with their designs because I'm quite familiar, right? From Balenciaga to Dior. And
Miuccia Prada.
Miuccia and Issey Miyake, as you were saying, they're all structured.
Yes.
And you talked about Ino, Joji, and Joey, right?
Yes.
They're all very structured as well. But when I look at your garments, they're very free flow. They're very, they're super feminine in that aspect. Isn't that ironic?
It's ironic, but. Yeah, it's quite ironic, but now that I think about it, but I guess it's like the anchor, that not everything has to be soft. There's always like that tug of war wherein there's the structure and the softness. It guides you into something that's different, not just in one way.
And what is your most coveted piece to date in your design archive?
Well, other than the Hendrika apron, is the Cecilia bib.
Okay.
So we have different types of Cecilia bibs.
Yes.
it's one of those pieces that you can put on a shirt
Yes.
with your jeans.
I've seen men and women wear them.
Talaga?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes, okay.
I need to visit your shop. I
Yes.
don't mind wearing that.
Yes, it's something that is bang for your buck.
Right. So the most important piece that you've ever created and will hold close to your heart. What is that?
Everything, because all of them came out of me. But if I were to talk something that is like essentially like the start of it all, it's called the Alamat collection. So it started with everything. So from there, we have like embroideries based on Alamat characters of like, let's say, Malakasin Maganda and Sirena. So it started everything with the brand.
Wait, talking about brand, has your journey deepened your connection with our Filipino culture or heritage?
Yeah, of course, yes. It made me more curious onto like what is there, made me appreciate my country more and history, and made me question like what else should I know?
How do you balance between honoring culture and sustainable practices?
That's a very tough question. I just do what I can, make sure that our client will be able to wear it again. I have to, of course, ask them like their lifestyle. You have to have that collaboration with your client so that it's not just a one-time deal. It's just like, they'll be able to wear it again. And then in terms of the fabric, so that's part of sustainability as well, that they'll be able to understand what the fabric is and hold it precious.
Funny enough, I've been seeing separates and stuff like that from your collection, but you're quite popular when it comes to weddings. There's a new movement of Filipiniana in the younger set, I would say, because you can tell if it's made by you.
Oh, thank you.
And it's the loose barong, and then the brand also comes with a loose silhouette. Where do you think this trend's coming from that they want to go to Gabbie Sarenas for their weddings?
What's interesting now is I find that if you're a bride, you know where to go to, or like there are a lot of options for you and not just one type of bridal look.
Yes.
So most of the brides that go to us, they have a specific look and specific need, such as if they want to do out of town or they're more relaxed. They're not the bridezilla. They just want something easy and something to be able to wear after the occasion.
Just like your personality. Relax, easy, and you want to rewear it. So there's going to be a major government conference next year in the Philippines, the Asia Pacific Economic Council. Of course, normally it's tradition that the host country gives a token to dignitaries coming. What kind of garment would you design for something like that to give to dignitaries?
A short sleeve barong, something that they can put on into an ensemble that they already have.
Yes.
So it's a starter.
It's a starter piece for them.
Yes.
That sounds doable, and they're not forced into wearing something that they're not used to.
Yes, agree.
What are the plans for Gabbie Sarenas, the Gabbie Sarenas brand, in the next couple of years?
If I get asked that question, it's like I don't want to think about like the next 5 years. So it's just like what is next. So the next one is for us to be able to do other things.
What about global expansion?
We're not yet there, but we're going there.
Okay, so how do you plan to scale the business to make sure that you get to that point?
Oh, we have to look internally still. More people to work with us. That's one. And still doing what is close to our heart, and eventually we will go there.
Are you left brain and right brain together, or you just deal with the creatives and the business is handled by somebody else?
I do it all, except for accounting. No.
Yeah, I like that.
I do
No.
it all, except for, of course, like the accounting and the legal, but the creative side is me, the business is me, creating a collection, that's me with a consultant. So I know the parts of my business.
How do you feel like, especially, people of note in the fashion world or society when they wear your pieces?
I feel happy as long as they're happy. That's the important part.
Okay.
Yes.
Last few questions for you, Gabbie. What is your worst investment?
God. Some tangibles.
Okay. Such as?
Such as, I bought this pair of shoes. Doesn't fit me. So I bought it online.
Okay.
Like that.
That was a waste, yeah.
That was a waste, yes.
Best investment ever?
The intangibles.
Such as?
Such as education, health, wisdom, and working on myself. Like that.
What's your favorite mistake?
I know Hindy said something. It was funny. It's sugar, sweets, like that. Yeah.
There's news coming out, in the past couple of weeks that the people are consuming more sugar now because of global warming. So don't be afraid, you're not at fault. Well, thank you so much, Gabbie. I hope to ask you back again in the next couple of months to see how the Gabbie Sarenas brand has evolved and continued to rise.
Thank you, Ferdi.
Thank you so much. And that is it for today's show. I'm Ferdi Salvador. Catch the Bilyonaryo News channel on Free TV Channel 31 and on cable via Cignal Channel 24. Thank you for watching the Bilyonaryo News channel. Always on top.